Anh viết xong rồi nè em.
Đẹp quá, để em ghi thêm chút nữa nha.
Vâng, em ghi đi. Anh đưa em đi làm đẹp trước đám cưới.
Cảm ơn anh, em rất vui.
Tóc em đẹp lắm, để em làm cho. Đẹp hơn ngày cưới luôn. Em ơi, anh thấy áo này đẹp.
Đúng rồi, thử xem nào.
Cái này màu xanh, em thích không?
Thích, chọn đi anh.
What happens when a simple woman suddenly transforms into the most stunning bride just days before her wedding? As the big day approaches, Dee wants to give Huyen a special surprise that will make her feel even more confident and beautiful. He takes her to a beauty salon for a complete makeover, even though she has always lived a simple life and rarely cared about fancy beauty treatments. At first shy and unsure, Huyen slowly embraces the experience. But when she finally walks out after the transformation, even Dee is left speechless. In that unforgettable moment, Huyen
The wedding date had already been set, and with each passing day, the moment they had been waiting for drew closer. The small house where Den and Huyen lived together was filled with a warm and joyful atmosphere. Everywhere in the house, there were little signs that a wedding was coming. Fabric samples for decorations on the table, a notebook filled with guest names, and the soft excitement that lingered in every conversation. For Huyen, everything still felt a little like a dream. Not long ago, she had been living a simple, quiet life, never imagining that such a beautiful chapter would soon unfold in her life. Yet now, the day she would walk down the aisle and become Den's wife was just around the corner. One bright morning, sunlight poured gently through the window, casting golden rays across the wooden floor. Huyen was busy tidying up the living room when Den suddenly appeared at the door with a playful smile on his face. There was a spark of excitement in his eyes that immediately made her curious. Without saying much, he told her to get ready because he wanted to take her somewhere special. Huyen looked at him with confusion and asked where they were going so early in the morning. Den simply laughed and said it was a surprise. After a few moments of hesitation, she agreed, trusting that whatever he had planned must come from his caring heart. As they rode through the lively streets together, the wind gently brushed against Huyen's hair while the city slowly woke up around them. Along the way, Den finally revealed his plan. He was taking her to a beauty salon to refresh her look before the wedding. Hearing this, Huyen immediately laughed shyly and shook her head. She had never been the type of woman who spent a lot of time on fancy beauty treatments. In her mind, happiness did not come from makeup or luxurious clothes. To her, simply wearing a white wedding dress and standing beside the man she loved would already be more than enough. But then gently explained that he wanted her to feel special and confident on the most important day of their lives. Looking at her with sincerity, Den told her that in his eyes, she had always been the most beautiful woman in the world. Still, he wanted to give her a small surprise, something that would make her shine even brighter when she walked into the wedding ceremony. His words made Huyen feel both touched and slightly emotional. She could see the excitement in his face as he talked about their upcoming wedding, about their future together, and about the life they would build as husband and wife. At that moment, Huyen realized that this simple outing was not just about beauty or appearance. It was Den's way of expressing how deeply he loved her and how much he wanted their wedding day to be perfect. Soon after their conversation on the road, they arrived at a well-known beauty salon located on a quiet street filled with blooming trees and warm morning sunlight. The moment Huyen stepped inside, she felt slightly nervous. The place looked elegant and modern, with large mirrors, soft lighting, and the gentle scent of floral perfumes filling the air. Everything seemed so different from the simple lifestyle she was used to. For a brief moment, she wondered if she truly belonged in a place like this. Dee noticed the hesitation in her eyes and gently squeezed her hand, reassuring her with a warm smile. "Don't worry," he said softly. "Today is about you. Just relax and enjoy it." The beauty specialists greeted them kindly and guided Huyen to a comfortable chair in front of a large mirror.
As she sat down, she glanced at her reflection and laughed shyly, feeling a little awkward about being the center of attention. Normally, she spent her days wearing simple clothes, tying her hair casually, and focusing on the small routines of daily life. Now, several professionals were carefully examining her hair, skin, and facial features, discussing what style would suit her best for the upcoming wedding. Dee watched from the waiting area nearby, occasionally catching glimpses of Huyen through the mirror. Every time their eyes met, he gave her an encouraging smile. The transformation began slowly and gently. First, her hair was washed and treated with nourishing oils that left it soft and shiny. The stylist carefully trimmed and styled it, creating soft waves that framed her face naturally. Next came a relaxing facial treatment that brightened her skin, followed by light makeup designed to highlight her natural beauty rather than hide it. Throughout the process, Huyen began to feel more comfortable. The nervousness she felt earlier gradually faded, replaced by a quiet excitement. She started to realize that this experience was not about changing who she was, but about bringing out a different side of herself, one she had never really seen before. Meanwhile, Dee sat patiently in the waiting area, occasionally checking the time, but never once appearing bored. Instead, he seemed filled with anticipation. In his mind, he imagined the upcoming wedding day, the music playing softly, friends and family gathered together, and Huyen walking toward him in a beautiful white dress. The thought alone made his heart beat faster. To him, this moment at the salon was just the beginning of that dream becoming real. Inside the styling room, the final touches were slowly coming together. The makeup artist carefully applied the last details around Huyen's eyes and lips, while the hairstylist adjusted the gentle waves falling across her shoulders. As Huyen looked into the mirror again, she began to notice subtle changes. Her skin looked brighter, her eyes seemed more expressive, and her entire appearance felt fresher and more radiant than ever before. She was still the same Huyen, simple, kind, and warm, but somehow she also looked more confident and graceful than ever before. After what felt like a long but peaceful transformation, the final touches were finally complete. The stylist stepped back with satisfied smiles, admiring the result of their careful work. Huyen was still sitting quietly in front of the large mirror, her heart beating a little faster as she slowly lifted her eyes to look at her reflection again. For a moment, she almost did not recognize the woman staring back at her. Her hair now fell in soft, elegant waves around her shoulders, gently framing her face. The light makeup enhanced her natural features, making her eyes brighter and her smile more radiant than she had ever seen before. Her skin glowed softly under the warm lights of the salon, and the entire look made her appear younger, more confident, and incredibly graceful. It wasn't an exaggerated transformation, but a delicate one that revealed a beauty she had never truly noticed in herself. The stylist handed her a small mirror so she could see herself from different angles. Huyen covered her mouth slightly, laughing in disbelief. She felt as if she had stepped into a different version of herself, still the same woman at heart, but with a fresh elegance that made her feel both shy and proud at the same time. The stylist then guided her toward the door, where Duke had been patiently waiting all this time. Outside in the waiting area, Duke was sitting quietly, scrolling absent-mindedly through his phone, though his thoughts were clearly somewhere else. Every few minutes he would glance toward the door, wondering if the transformation was finished yet. In his mind, he kept imagining the moment Huyen would walk out. But when the door finally opened and she stepped into the room, even his imagination had not prepared him for what he saw. Duke slowly stood up, his eyes widening in pure surprise. For a few seconds, he didn't say anything at all. The woman standing before him looked radiant, her hair flowing softly, her face glowing with gentle confidence, and her smile carrying a quiet charm that immediately captured everyone's attention. Huyen suddenly felt shy under his gaze and lowered her eyes slightly, wondering if he truly liked the new look. But then Duke walked closer, his expression filled with warmth and admiration. He looked at her carefully, as if trying to memorize every detail of this beautiful moment. Finally, he smiled and spoke softly, his voice full of emotion. "You're incredible. I always knew you were beautiful, but today you shine even brighter." His words made Huyen's cheeks turn slightly pink. She laughed softly, feeling both embarrassed and happy at the same time. In that moment, she realized that the makeover had not changed who she was. It had simply helped reveal the confidence and beauty that had always been there. As they walked out of the salon together, the afternoon sunlight gently illuminated Huyen's new look. People passing by couldn't help but glance at the elegant young woman walking beside the man who looked at her with such pride. The wedding day was now only a few days away, and both of them could already picture the beautiful moment when Huyen, dressed in a white wedding gown, would walk down the aisle. But even now, before that day arrived, Duke knew one thing for certain.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các khán giả của kênh Live Single RV. Vậy là câu chuyện của chúng ta ngày hôm nay đã kết thúc tại đây. Trong câu chuyện hôm nay của chúng ta thì đã kể về nội dung đó chính là việc Huyền và Đệ đã chốt được ngày cưới, và có một điều vô cùng đặc biệt thể hiện sự tâm lý của Đệ đó chính là việc Đệ quyết định sẽ đưa Huyền đi tân trang lại nhan sắc, tút lại nhan sắc của bản thân. Đệ đã đưa Huyền đi làm kiểu tóc mới và mua sắm nhiều bộ quần áo đẹp đẽ trẻ trung hơn, đưa cô đi chăm sóc da và đưa cô đi mua sắm giày dép mới để chuẩn bị cho ngày cưới. Huyền cảm thấy Đệ rất là tâm lý và cô cũng rất là vui mừng vì đã lấy được người chồng vô cùng yêu thương mình và tâm lý đến như vậy. Mọi tình tiết hấp dẫn với câu chuyện Huyền và Đệ sẽ còn được kể ở các video tiếp theo. Các bạn đừng quên bấm vào nút đăng ký kênh sẽ nhận được thông báo mới nhất về các câu chuyện sẽ được mình phát sóng hàng ngày trên kênh Live Single RV nhé. Huyền và Đệ cảm ơn các bạn rất nhiều vì đã luôn theo dõi ủng hộ câu chuyện của họ. Thank for watching my video. Please continue support my channel Live Single RV. Bye bye.